Yeah, right now. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We love the energy and the noise and the excitement because it is Shabbat, it is Sukkot. We have Josh Greenbaum here on the guitar, adding to the spirit. We have our bima decorated for the Harvest Festival. We have Dari and all her friends here to celebrate the upcoming Bat Mitzvah tomorrow afternoon. We have some of our newer students here. We're so excited, and visitors, and
we have one of our newest members of the congregation.
I see.
We have baby Alma in the back.
I know, baby Alma. So we're all going to be quiet so we don't wake the baby. Please,
sure.
Why don't you and Josh begin?
Ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Sukkot shlomecha. Yalai lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai lalai lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai lalai lalai, ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Sukkot shlomecha. Any words you recognized in that song? I know. What was it? What was it, Rebecca? Sukkot. Sukkot shlomecha. Very good. A shelter of peace over all of us. Sukkot, for the holiday of Sukkot.
Yes, and as you can see, our bima is decorated for the harvest. And at the Oneg Shabbat, you can all go out and have your ice cream sundaes in the sukkah. And also, just to get you all excited and enticed, we're going to have several special tables that we have all kinds of goodies to help you make your own edible sukkah. Oh, so we'll be doing a lot of building and playing. But first, we have to earn it. So we're going to enjoy Shabbat and the beauty of Shabbat. Always, we begin with the lighting of the candles. And what a pleasure it is to welcome forward our bat mitzvah of tomorrow afternoon, Darian. If you would be joined by your parents, Lori and Michael and Sydney, and come up, please. And we're on page 120 if you'd like to follow along in our prayer book, the Mishkan Tefillah.
I have some other prayer book. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And we turn to page 123. There, hold this up high. Here we go. Amen.
Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho ba'ava uvraksham k'mivanu zikranu l'maaseh v'reishi ki hu yom tekilah l'mikrei kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim
Kivanu v'charta v'yotamnu kidashta min kol ha'amim v'shabbat קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן. לחיים. We're going to continue with the chanting of the Chadri, page 138. We'll be chanting verses 1, 2, and then 9. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה לקראת כלה פני שבת פני שבת נקבל לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור הברכה
traditional that we rise for the last verse. We face the doors as if we are welcoming in the Shabbos Queen. So please rise.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלום בואי חלום יאללה יאללה לחלוטין יאללה לקראת כלום יאללה פני שבת פני שבת
Turn to page 146 and we continue with the Baruch Hu. We remain standing, please. We remain standing.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Ha'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Ha'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
You may all be seated, and we should hear all of your many voices, because on page 154, I know that for most of you, you know this prayer.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ומשוכבך ובקומך ושרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בית עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
As this is a very special family night and our service is earlier and we have children of every age, the service is really built around the music. So we turn to page 158 for the Micha Mocha.
Yai, 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 yai. The eyes. You guys know this, all right? Yai, 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 Please join me in Vishamru, another oldie but goodie, page 162. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat lidorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat lidorotam berit olam. V'nil b'nei Yisrael otil olam, otil olam, otil olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asod Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i shavot vayinafash, shavot vayinafash, shavot vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat lidorotam berit olam.
Well, we're going to turn to page 164. You will notice that there are many ways in which we pray. Sometimes we sit down, sometimes we stand up. Sometimes you may notice that our knees bend, and other times that we bow. It's called choreography, just like any kind of dance or cheer or any way that you play a game out on a field. It's no different. You have to know the moves to fully understand and appreciate what's happening. Well, the next prayer is so important that it's just called the prayer. And the reason that we stand through its entirety is because we're supposed to pay attention, and standing helps us pay better attention. That's why even though many times people think, ooh, while we're standing, I'll sneak out of the sanctuary, it's actually the most inappropriate time to ever leave. When you're seated and you need to leave, we understand. But when we stand in honor to God, we should never exit the sanctuary. So we're going to try that now by rising, page 164. Open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor, Hanorah, El Elyon,
גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות ומבין גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר מושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע מוריד הטל מכלכל חיים בחסד מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו בשני עפר מי כמוך בגבורות ומי דומה לך מלך מביט ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל אתה קדוש ושמך הקדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
And you may all be seated. We're going to turn to page 177, and we're going to read together. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the riches of the earth which day by day sustain us. For all these and more we offer our thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot.
Shalom Rav. Please join me in Shalom Rav, page 178. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom ra'am al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Shalom ra'am al Yisrael amcha tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
Well, Shabbat is truthfully the most joyous day of the week, and we are told that Shabbat supersedes anything else that takes place. So important is it that we don't participate in anything sad on Shabbat. You'll never find us mourning or having a funeral. And in the same regard, you never share the joy of Shabbat with another activity, and that's why we Jews never get married on Shabbat. You cannot have a Saturday or a Friday night wedding because it would interfere with the joy of the Sabbath. But sadly, every week seems to bring us news that even in the midst of our joy, we have to pause to remember. And this past week was one of those weeks. It's hard to imagine that just last Friday night was Kol Nidre and the holiday of Yom Kippur, the most serious day on the Jewish calendar. And it was a time when all of us, I hope, gave some thought as to where we missed the mark, meaning we didn't do everything just right. And perhaps in the new year ahead, we'd try a little better. But regrettably, not everyone got that message. And instead of adding joy to the world, there was sadness. And so for all of those who truly are suffering on this Shabbat, from those that lost their lives to those who were wounded, to those who are mourning loved ones, and for all of us that truly, truly are saddened for our world. And we think about how we might have a kind word or a smile or a thought and make people happy. Well, that's what Shabbat is about. So we pause for a moment in prayer for those who need it, and mostly asking for our strength in us to make others feel good about themselves.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבות תבל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבות תבל, ואמרו אמן. יאי לה 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 שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו.
Well, always on Shabbat, we think of those who may need some extra prayers of healing, and some of them are actually watching us live tonight on our webcast. So we wish them a Shabbat Shalom and a return to good health. And maybe I should have mentioned that before, that all of you who are behaving so nicely, they can see you. And those of you who think you're getting away with an awful lot, they can see you also. And we can watch it later. And we can all watch it later on YouTube. So for those of you who perhaps are at home, or perhaps you're in the hospital, or perhaps you're in rehab, or you're far away and you can't join us, we want to say Shabbat Shalom. Would you all turn around and please wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom?
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And also we add some special prayers to those who may need some extra prayers. If there's anyone here that wants to share a name with us, please feel free to do so for someone that needs some healing.
A kid in my school, she had cancer.
Oh, how beautiful. We pray for your friend, and we hope that she will soon feel better. Yes, Cooper. Yes.
My uncle.
Your uncle. Thank you so much. Yes, Ben. Who?
My friend Cody, he has a broken arm.
Oh, Cody, we hope he feels better. We hope that arm will get strong. Yes, please. Oh, oh, we pray for her well-being. Definitely. Yes, your cousin Ellie. And if there are any others, well, whether you felt comfortable saying them out loud or you want to say them to yourself, we say Baruch Atah Adonai Rofeh HaCholeh. And we pray that the God, the source of healing, will bring healing to those whom we've named and we've said in our hearts, and even those we don't know. And if they cannot be healed, we hope they will have the courage to endure. Amen. Well, I think it's time for us to invite some very special guests to the Bima. We have several of them here tonight, and those are our newest students. Now, believe it or not, we have between the kindergarten and 6th grade, we have 12 new students, but with our pre-K, which is one of our biggest groups, we have another 10, so close to 25 new students this year. But we've learned a good lesson. Most go to bed before 7 o'clock. And others are already out celebrating the Columbus Day weekend, which we did not realize, but you cannot move Sukkot. So we are just so grateful for those of you that did come today for this very special occasion of consecration. I would love to invite 4 that have had their B'nai Mitzvah here already. Do we have 4 that have had a bar or bat mitzvah here already? Sydney, that would be you. Aaron, I think that makes 2. Anyone else here had a bar or bat mitzvah? Okay, then I think we'll take anyone who is about to have a bar or bat mitzvah in the year 2017. 2017. Beautiful.
Gather around one of the poles.
Because believe it or not, it wasn't too long ago that they stood on this bima to be consecrated. And consecration is a ceremony in which we officially welcome the newest students. We put them under a canopy, and it's a canopy that every one of the new students, since Mrs. Block arrived, has signed this special canopy. Their signatures and their designs are there, and that includes all our newest students. So if you are here with us, we want you to come up and stand under our canopy. Jordan and Gavin and Maxwell and Cooper and Anna and Kylie and Tyler and Haley and Avery and Finley.
Rabbi, can we sing a Shehecheyanu?
Please.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh
And our greatest hope here at Temple Har Shalom is that their learning should always be sweet. And that is why every child gets their own Torah so that they can remember from where all the teachings come from. And on their finger, they're supposed to put honey and lick off the honey to make learning sweet. So this becomes your pointer for the Torah. And congratulations, welcome. Welcome. And you can hold one.
Just give it to Mom when you're done, honey.
Okay, you can use it to read your Torah. Okay. Beautiful.
Can we keep this?
Yes, that's for you to keep. And bring it next week for Simchat Torah, because we will have a big march with the Torahs. And actually, we unroll the entire Torah scroll around the congregation. So come on back and join us. It's very, very exciting around here for Simchat Torah. So I know we have some of our parents, and if you are here, please, there's a special prayer for parents to their children. Your parents have something special to say to you. We give thanks for our children, a precious gift entrusted to us as a sacred responsibility. May we find wisdom to raise them in the tradition of our people, the tradition of Torah and mitzvot, of love and good deeds, of a thoughtful search for light. This moment we consecrate our children and ourselves to learn Torah and to live it. Let such joy as we feel now always be with us as we walk the paths of life. Amen. And we are certainly blessed by your presence and your families, and we thank you. And if some of you have this wonderful sheet, please join me a prayer from the congregation to our consecrants. Eternal God, bless these children, our friends and classmates, now and always. May the words of Torah always be sweet to them, and the life of Torah bring light to their eyes and joy to their hearts. This day we consecrate them to the study of your teaching. As they grow in learning, may they grow in wisdom, bringing honor to themselves, their families, this congregation, and the house of Israel. Amen. Well, Mazel Tov, everybody. Mazel Tov. All right, I think I have some special...
Take it to Mom, honey. You can figure it out later.
Cooper, here you are, sweetie. Okay. Avery and Finley, right? Who else do you want? Yeah, your sister, of course. Oh, there's your box. Okay. Congratulations. God bless. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Well, I love a Shabbat
With show and tell.
when we can bring show and tell. Who likes show and tell? Okay. So I'm gonna help you with. First of all, this we used last week. What did we use this for? The shofar, exactly. What did we use this for? Any ideas? What do we use it for? We used it for Yom Kippur. When else did we use it? Well, we do use it to talk to God. We make big noises with the shofar. Absolutely. What else, Sam? And Rosh Hashanah. And not only does the noise call God, but who else is it calling? Who else do you think it's calling?
You're putting it in the delia.
Is it talking to the people that are no longer here? You're right. What else is talking to them? God's kids. I like that. That's exactly right. And all of us are God's kids. So the shofar is calling us. And what was it calling us to do over the Bible days? In fact, it was a blast to shake us to attention. To do what? Any ideas? To wake us up, absolutely. What else? What else?
To let God know you're praying for Him and talking to Him.
To let God know that we are here, that we are here to pray to God, to talk to God, and to act like God. actually can act just like God as long as we're kind and gracious and help to make the world a better place. So last week we used this. This week we used several different symbols because this is the holiday of Sukkot. And 4 days later, right after Yom Kippur, we welcome this other great holiday of the harvest. And people always ask us, why are there so many holidays bunched together? 4 days after Yom Kippur, another major festival that lasts how long?
A week.
A week, exactly. 8 days, right? A week. A week and a day. Well, there's a very good reason. God says, well, we made all these wonderful promises on Yom Kippur. Let me see how you're going to keep them. Let me see how well you do. So, just a few days after Yom Kippur, I'm going to give you another holiday, and let's see how well you listen to my instructions. And we're going to have 4 symbols that are going to remind you how to act. What do we have here, folks? What's this called? The lulav. Thank you, Ian. Oh, thank God. And this ugly looking lemony fruit is called an etrog. Absolutely. And it is bumpy and lumpy, but it has a delicious fragrance. And when we go out to the sukkah, we can all shake the lulav and the etrog. Now, what is the lulav made out of? What is the big one? A palm. And then 3 branches of what
That's why I changed it.
This is a myrtle, right? And then 2 branches of a willow. Now, 3 and 1 is high math, everybody. 3 and 1 make 4. And 2 make 6. And how many days of creation were there? 7. Oh, how wonderful. So the lulav reminds us of creation and all that God has given us. It also reminds us that every Jew is like a lulav. Every Jew is meant to stand up as straight as a palm. Stand straight and be proud of who you are. Don't ever forget who you are. And even when challenged, always stand tall. The myrtle reminds us of another part of the body. It looks like, anybody know what the myrtle looks like? What does it look like? I know. What do you think?
A tree plant.
It is a tree branch. You're absolutely right. The leaf, the rabbis tell us, actually looks like for Sukkot, you're right. It looks like an eye. Meaning we're to see the world in all its beauty and for all its blessings. And the willow is to remind us of the lips, our mouth. And what do you think is supposed to come out of our mouths? Besides prayers, what do you think should come out of our mouths? What you say? Words, definitely, absolutely. What kind of words should come out of our mouths? Kind words. It's a reminder, Jonah, thank you very much, that on Yom Kippur we talked about all the ways that what comes out of our mouths disappoint us. With cruel words, untruthful words, gossipy words. Well, 4 days later, we're supposed to remember that everything that comes out of our mouths are supposed to be kind and truthful. And last but not least, the etrog represents, it is sour, but it has a beautiful fragrance. It represents the heart. Yes, the heart of the Jew. Tough on the outside, but capable of great sweetness on the inside. And you put them all together, and what do you have? Shake, shake, shake. Oh my gosh, Tina, I think they know that song.
All right, well, we're going to do a little one. I guess that was a cue. Yeah. Okay. All right, I need all of Sydney's friends to stand up and all of the children in the congregation to stand up. And you have to follow my directions. You ready? All right, all the children, you ready? Sukkot is a harvest holiday. The celebration lasts for 7 days. We build our sukkah, then we decorate a special booth in which we congregate. You listening? Do the lulav shake. I'm not seeing you move. You ready? Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Thank you. Do the lulav shake. I said Sydney's friends. I meant Daria. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav. Do it again, guys. You ready? Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake, shake, shake. Do the lulav shake. Thank you for demonstrating, guys. That's see. And Darian, I'm sorry I said Sydney. Sydney, I'm sorry I called your name. Is that my brain is just a little fried from Yom Kippur. That's why this holiday comes so quickly after Yom Kippur, and we're not ready.
I know. Well, we'll be doing a lot of shaking and eating, and be sure to come join us at our Oneg Shabbat and make your own sukkah, shake the lulav and the etrog, and enjoy the bounty of all our good fortune and blessing. Well, it's time to conclude our service. We return to our prayer books, page 586. I'm going to invite Dari and her sister Sydney to the bima to open the ark doors. And I'm going to ask everyone to rise, please.
Aleinu leshabeach Adon Hadol, lateit gedula liyotzei breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kaem, v'ingor aleinu kechol amonam. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
And I am going to ask that we please remain standing so that we can remember those who are no longer physically alive, but very much living within our own memories. On this Shabbat, we commemorate the yortzites of Rabbi Marcus Burstein, Roger Klott, Henry Morris Kaplan, Alan Mark Kelsey, Marilyn Learoff, Edward Oleski, Lionel Paradise, Edward Stommel, and Ethel Weisberg. And we remember 4 who have been taken from us in most recent days: Paul Ray Dickinson, Mildred Feldman, Doris Graf Notarius, and Gloria Milder. Their memories are commingled with those of us as a nation who remember the 58 who lost their lives prematurely this week in Las Vegas. And we always remember those of the American Armed Forces and the Israel Defense Forces who have given their lives in defense of our nation and the land of Israel. On page 598, it is our custom to recite the Kaddish prayer together. so that no mourner ever stands alone. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah v'yalma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayed kol beit Yisrael b'agala uvizman kari v'meru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam amei amaya yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudusha brichu Le'olam yimkol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba mim shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We pray that the source of peace will send peace to all who mourn, and comfort all the bereaved among us, as we all say.
Amen.
Amen. And you may be seated. Just two very important reminders that the joy of Shabbat continues tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock, when Dari will be called to the Torah as a bat mitzvah, and we look forward to having all of you share in this wonderful simcha in her life and in the life of her family. And then, of course, next Friday night, the final holiday of the season, Simchat Torah, the rejoicing of the Torah, when you bring your own little Torahs and we give out more stuffed Torahs and we unroll the Torah, and it's a big party here next Shabbat, so please join us 7:30 for Simchat Torah. And of course, don't forget to join us in the rear of the sanctuary for Make Your Own Ice Cream Sundays and build your own edible Sukkot. We'll make our way, but I think we have a song.
We have a closing song, but while Josh and I are sharing it, it's on page 664, but I don't think you really need the words. During the holiday of Sukkot, it's traditional to chant part of Ecclesiastes. So the song, To Everything, Turn, 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 is right from Ecclesiastes. It is on page 664. But if Darian's friends and all of the young children could make their way over to Rabbi Nizlitsky with the challah while we're sharing this closing song, that would be great. Darian, you come in with all your friends, sweetie.
To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to learn, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time for every purpose under heaven.
Please join me in Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz v'tei avon. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Please join us in the back of the sanctuary.